I just saw a host from Drunkly Romantic. Drunkly, if you're here, thank you so much for the host. That is amazing. And all of the drunkards? I don't know what we call ourselves when we hang out in Drunkly's Discord Delight. Do we call ourselves drunkards? Is that what we do? I don't even know now. Ooh! The name game! Come on, everybody! I said, now let's play a game! I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Evie, 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 Bo, Beavy, Banana, Fana, Fo, Thievy, Fee, Fa, Mo, Me, V, Evie. Thank you so much for the subscription, Evie. It is much appreciated. Oh my goodness. Garbage babies. Also, hey, PH.
Come on to my house, come on.
Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Thank you for the host, Devil Crayon. It is much appreciated. Hi, everybody. I usually have a pop-out of my chat, and I don't have a pop-out right now, so I've got to go and get it. Where's my pop-out? Because I have two monitors, and I like to have my chat on the same monitor as the game and also my webcam, so I can just see you all and say hello and look at the game, and then I just look over here to see if the stream is still working or if it's broken. Right? That's all. Hey everybody, how are you? What are you all doing? How's it going? Woo! Anyway, thanks for the host, Drunkly, and all the garbage babies. And thanks for the subscription, Evie. It is much appreciated. And hello, everyone who is here. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. And also that life is delicious for you and full of joy. These are my hopes and dreams. Twitch got a bit weird when hopping from Drunkle's host to here. Oh, hey, Twitch. Ms. Evie also says that your beard and mustache look very stylish and blue. Thank you very much. Please give my thanks to Ms. Evie for her, Mrs. Evie, for her compliments. Right, Empress Pookie? It's blue. My facial hair is blue. See, it's blue. It's pop out the chat window. It's pop out the chat window. It's strong to the finish because it eats a spin. It's pop out the chat window. It's pop out the chat window. It's strong to the finish because it eats its spinach. It's pop out the chat window. Thank you so much for the compliments. I really like it. It's a nice, good, dark blue. And I got it done yesterday. And I was at the salon for a super long time, by the way. It was my first time getting my facial hair bleached and colored. And I went to this sort of like fancy salon that my friend was going to. Like my friend goes to this fancy salon to get her hair all did. And she has this like fancy hair salon stylist fellow named Roger, who apparently was on Newberry Street, very, very fancy, but then moved around and is now at this other place in the middle of nowhere. And so, but she still goes to him. And so like I went with her and I was like, Roger, can you do this? And he's like, I've never done facial hair before, but it's a challenge, and I like challenges. And so then he's like putting all of the bleach on there, and then doing it twice, and then I had to get the bleach washed out, and I have to tell you, when I went, because you know when they've got those sinks that you like, they've got the little chairs and the sinks, and you lean your head back, and then they shampoo stuff out of your hair. No, it's a dark blue. And it is a dark blue. But I know, PH, that you know that cameras are tricksy, and they could be anything. Because, you know, yeah, I got it bleached. It was bleached first, and so I'm sitting there with all this bleach in my face, so they take me over to the sink, and normally you just lean backwards, and they're like, well, that's not going to work. So I got all forward like a puppy in the sink, and got all the bleach out, and then they bleached, and then they dyed it, and they dyed it again. Anyway, I had a lot of fun, and it was it was fun. And now I have a blue beard. Technically goatee, but you know. The fumes were not exciting. The fumes were like, I was like, oh, I should probably breathe through my mouth and not my nose, because it's probably bad for my nasal passages to breathe bleach fumes in my nose. It was fine. You know, I survived it somehow. But it was a good time, and now I've got, like, a blue beard. See? Well, blue goatee and mustache. It's technically different. Hey, everybody. So, right before I was going to stream, I realized that I hadn't done my push-ups and my jog for today. I didn't do it yesterday because of driving off and bleaching and hair coloring, so I did it today, and I was like, oh no, I don't have a lot of time. So I was like, oh, push-ups, push-ups. This is not how you do push-ups, but let's just pretend this is how you do them. So I did push-ups. Don't try that at home. Don't try it at home. And then I did my jogging. That's how you jog. You jog like this. And then I was like, okay, I've got to get back. And I got here 40 minutes before, I got here at 5:20. And I was like, okay, that's 40 minutes. I can eat, shower, change, get ready. Start on time. So excited. And then alternating one-arm push-ups. And then, hey, Sal, how are you? So I have these mini brides. I don't know what happened to them. They all go missing. It's super weird. You know, I was like, hey, here are the keys to my house. You can go in any room you want, except for this one room at the very back. But here's a key to it. Just don't go in there. And then they all go missing. So weird. I don't know what happened to them. It's crazy. So anyway, but then I was locked out of my building. Not because I didn't have my keys, because I did. But because they're doing construction in this building, and somehow the card reader got shut off, and so I had to wait 20 minutes for the campus police to come and let me into the building. But I ate my sandwich, I took my shower, and I'm here, and I'm ready to be with you all. Yeah, I know, love is difficult. Love is super hard. Relationships are really hard work, and it's so difficult when all the people you love perhaps go into that room that they're not supposed to go into, and then they mysteriously go missing. In the business, I think we call those strange and mysterious circumstances and a disappearance which will never be solved. That's what it is. It's just a disappearance that will never be solved. What can you do? Oh, and that water tastes good. So we are playing. So what do I want to tell you? I want to tell you all the goodness. So I have a giveaway for today. It is Laser League, which is in early access, and it's like a sports game, and I will give that away in the time. What if you did a romance advice show like this, and every once in a while you show that you are Bluebeard? That would be amazing. I would love that. It would be one of these things where I would have to wear like a velvet smoking jacket and an ascot, and then I would be like, so let me give you relationship advice. If you see someone that you're in love with, you should definitely marry them quickly. And, you should let them have freedom. Freedom around the house. Let them do whatever they want, except go in the one room. I just feel like that would be super amusing. But Empress Pookie does not have a bloody knife. No one ever saw it. It is fine. She just goes missing. Nobody knows what happened. Oh, my goodness. We are playing Butterfly Soup, which is part of our IGF 2018 IGF Excellence and Narrative nominee extravaganza, and this is the first one we're playing, and we played the first part already. And for the first part, we are playing as we were really young. I would say between 3rd and 4th grade, little girls who are our friendship, baseball, but then one of our friends who's super violent and also totally a knife girl. Well, not really a knife girl, more like a baseball bat girl, also maybe a knife girl. She had to move away, and now we fast forwarded to 2008, and we're in 9th grade, and it's going to be a lesbian love story around baseball. I know this to be true. In a relationship, it is important to respect each other's boundaries. Like, my wife doesn't want me to smoke in the house. I don't want my wife to enter that one room. It's all about mutual respect. PH, that's so good. It's so good. I love that so much. You're killing me. You're killing me because I love it. I want you to know it. This is what we're going to do, though. We're going to, we're gonna head over here to butterfly soup because I don't think I can handle how excellent that is in every way. I just want you to know it. Here, I'm gonna do this so that I can see if our stream cuts out. Hi, Ice Bunny. Learned the internet wants dick. This is a thing we've learned. Also, wait. I need to copy this down because this makes me laugh. PH, I'm going to copy what you just wrote as one of the things we learned because I think it's excellent. So, boom. What we just learned, and that's from PH. That's going to go up. That's going up on our learned. Because it's good, and we do need to know that. Chat does work. It does. I'm seeing it. Let's load a game. I've been working on... I need to be working on writing, but I was working on my Renpy game because I was so exciting. Ooh, thank you so much, Jira. We always have a content disclaimer command so you can know what is happening in the game so that you can know if maybe this is not the stream for you to watch, because it may not be. And, and this game apparently has some written depictions of parental, emotional, and physical abuse, although no visuals, and also ableist slurs. And no, it's because, right, Sal? It's what we learned. These are things we learned. And we will learn those things because learning is important. Learning is fundamental. So Dia is our main character right now, and we're going to go to class. Noelle. So Noelle, I believe, is our best friend, but we've never met her before. Dia, help me! Oh, hey, it's Dia. It's Noelle. Dia's kind of soft-spoken. What is it? I can't open this water bottle. Noelle's a good name. Noelle basically has noodles for arms. We will open this water bottle. By the way, I learned from my game that for this new thing was implemented, layered images, and I have I've been working on a little test game to get the images to work, and I got them to work. I figured out the puzzle, and so then I ported them back into my actual game, and then they weren't working, and I think it's because when I started the actual game, it was before the new things were implemented. So I have to go and redo. I've got to make a clean project and port all the files individually into the game. And this will be irritating because there have been some changes, and I think I'm going to have to make my own buttons. It's fine. It's fine. Empress Pookie walks into the room with a bucket of blood. Shh. And you're like, where did that bucket of blood come from? What? Who doesn't sometimes have a bucket of blood? It's fine. Like, nobody knows where my last spouses went. I feel like sharing this clip of another trans streamer I made earlier today. Ooh, cookies before death. I'm going to have to copy this link and then put it on a tab so that I can look at it later, because I'm excited by these opportunities. Yay. And now I've met a new streamer. That's so exciting. Is that for Carrie, Pookie? Oh, it's totally for Carrie. Pookie's just like, no, this is just for prom. Don't worry about it. Put two and two together, then up. Open the water bottle. Dia takes the bottle out of Noelle's hands and twists the plastic sealed cap open. Nicotine is actually pretty cool. Well, I'll have to go... Oh, guess what I just learned? Sorry. I just learned that N.K. Jemisin, the science fiction author, has a Twitch channel. And she plays Dragon Age 2 and Mass Effect 2. And I just found out about it. And now I'm going to be following her channel. So I just want you to know, N.K. Jemisin has a Twitch channel. Thank you. How are you so weak? It's scary. Learned Grinny. You know what those gardens flower? You know why those dead gardens flower? Dead bodies make good plant food. That's Grinny. 2017. It's the manufacturer's fault for making these seals so strong. What if you got lost in a desert and find a bottle of water? Grinny, look at the beard. The beard says, marry me, but don't go in the final room. I feel like that's what the beard says. It's fine, though. It's fine. It's totally okay. Don't even worry about it. Oh, I will post N.K. Jemison's space on Streamer News. I will totally do it. Wait, post. Yes, wait. What? Post what? Wait. Jer? Oh, the blood is for someone else. It's cool. Should I... Empress Pookie, are you playing in a Vampire the Masquerade game? What should I post in Streamer News, Jer? You'll die because you can't open it. There's absolutely no chance of gothic horror in any of the rooms in Trooper's Palace. Yeah, none, I swear. Oh, the Twitch channel. I will totally do so. Every man needs his man cave to indulge in his favorite hobbies. Bluebeard is no different. And what those hobbies are, who can say? No, really. Who can say? No, I won't. You can open it for me. That's assuming I'm there in the desert with you. I say devil or lucky. Lucifer. Lucifer? Susan Lucci? I can't say I'm not allowed in the room. It's like no one knows. I do have a Discord, and that is very relevant. We will do it. I should start charging you a service fee, 25 cents. Like, you wouldn't do that. I'd make $1.25 per week. I can buy cup noodles from the student store. Noelle sneezes violently. Oh, by the way, we have a Discord. You should go there and join it, because it's awesome. Ooh! Bluebird should get a groom instead. Grooms won't go into rooms, but I bet the groom would. I bet the groom would be like, what's in this room? And then, who knows what would happen to the groom? They would just disappear under mysterious circumstances. Oh, Bluebeard. Oh, hey, you know what's really good about ramen noodles? I like hey, Sirtsan, I really like the shrimp cup of noodles, but if you're going to make, here's my tip for you that I learned when I was living in Korea. If you're going to make ramen soup, you know how you boil the water? And after you've boiled the water, but before you put the noodles in, and I'm going to say this and you're going to think this is really gross, but I swear to you this is a really good piece of advice. Take one slice of Velveeta cheese, and I know that Velveeta cheese isn't even really cheese. I realize that there's no function for Velveeta cheese in the world except for this one. You put it in the water and you let it melt, and then you put the noodles in there, and then you do the noodle thing for like 4 minutes, whatever it is, 5 minutes, and then you put the packet in. And the thing is, it'll make the sauce. You can put it in after you've done the noodles too. It doesn't matter. You just put it in sometime before you put the seasoning packet in. Then you put the seasoning packet in, mix it all up, and it gives your ramen soup this really great sort of almost creamy quality, and it's really good. It's really good. Just like thickens up a little bit. It's really nice. Geronimo! I recommend one slice of Velveeta cheese in your ramen soup. This is just my advice to you. Like, don't get too close to me. I probably have the flu. Did you catch what I had last week? Probably. Ramen and cheese. I'm telling you, it's really good. It's really good. Sorry. This happens a lot because we spend so much time together, and I eat her food. It doesn't help that our immune systems are perpetually weakened from sleep deprivation either. Ooh, pot stickers. Empress Pookie. Pot stickers are so good. I like pot stickers. I mean, I lived in Korea for a year, so I had a lot of ramen when I was there, and also bulgogi, and also pepero, which is pocky. So good. No dairy for me. Yeah, see, Sirtsan, this is the thing. I actually don't think there's any dairy in Velveeta. I really don't think there is. So I bet you could actually have Velveeta. I mean, you'd have to check, because maybe they snuck some dairy in there, but I really think it's mostly oil and orange flake coloring. Oh, is there? Devil Korean, you just taught me something, that there actually is some like hint of dairy in Velveeta cheese. Oh, it's constructed out of dairy sneak attack. Dairy sneak attack. Oh, well, Apparently it is constructed out of cheese parts. Devil Crayon has the knowledge. At least you don't have to worry about me being contagious. Are you okay, though? Shouldn't you go home? And what, like miss school? She's a little stressed. I like that, you cannot see my mouse. It's fine. I like that Noelle has a little, like a little mole on her face. I guess that's out of the question. Even when Noelle had the stomach flu in middle school, her parents made her come just for her math and science classes. Also good, add a hard or soft-boiled egg to the cup. Yeah, no, that's also good. Adding an egg, excellent. Comes back with fan merch in so many bags, walks to a room. You don't see Geeky Pookie. I'm sure it's fine. Whatever you do with that bucket of blood, I'm sure it's fine. So this weekend I went down to the Asian aisle of the grocery store to get sesame oil, left with Pocky and these Java candies, but no oil. Well, I understand what you're saying, Jer, but Pocky's really important. And maybe Pocky's more important than sesame oil. It's a possibility. Just, Oh, Pocky's so good. Sorry, I'm just remembering how good Pocky is right now. Let's just all take a moment. Pocky. If you've never had it, you should have it. And I haven't had it in a while, so I should have it. Oh, Empress Pookie, you have giant Pockies? Oh, I'm jealous of you, and I honor you. That is amazing. Oh, I love giant Pockies. Oh, Pocky. And in Korea, I could buy like a box of Pepito, which is Pocky, for like 300 won. It was like really cheap, and I would just get boxes of Pocky. All of the boxes. That was my life in the army when I was stationed in Korea. It was lots of Pocky and also jelly beans. Because, I was 19 and I had the metabolism of a 19-year-old, and I could live off of Pocky and jelly beans. It was good. Oh, you're going cake-free for a week? It's not Lent, is it? Oh, sesame oil is good. It is much yum. I do like a good sesame oil. Oh, folks, I had a very lovely sandwich, and I'm going to make some dinner after stream today, before Critical Role. And I will be hosting Critical Role on my channel if you want to hang out, watch Critical Role, and have a chat with people that's like not 40,000 people. Hurry up, wait and eat Pocky. She was like barely conscious. I had to carry her around because she couldn't get up from her desk. I think she ended up infecting half the school. Where's Akarsha? Akarsha is like our weird girl. It's pee-pee time! I'm not saying that. Okay, never mind. It is helping my mom eat the leftover cream cake from her birthday party. Oh. Why do you ask? I secretly sewed a library book security tag into the inside of Akarsha's backpack. That's not nice. So from now on, every time she leaves the library, she'll set off the alarm and have her backpack searched. That's not very nice, Noelle. Wow. Well, whatever. We'll have plenty of chances to see. Let's go. Okay. A huge mob of kids is packed outside the classroom. They're all looking at a grid of test scores posted on the wall. It's complete chaos. People are pushing and angling their way to the list with the fervor of believers trying to touch Justin's hand. By the way, I don't think that you should post people's test scores in public like that. I think it's rude. I don't think there's any need to post everybody's test scores everywhere. I wouldn't do that. As a matter of fact, when I do grading, because I do grading, I grade papers, I always put the grade, it depends, but for like things that I'm passing, if I'm in a seminar of like 12 people, I just hand the papers out to each person individually. But generally speaking, I try to put the grade on the last page on the inside so that if the papers are being handed back, no one can see anybody else's grade. You can just see it yourself, because I don't feel like other people need to see your grades. That's all. Those are my thoughts. Female student, if I get a B, my parents are throwing away my GameCube. Male student, yikes, that's gotta be an empty threat, right? Why would they post them publicly? What's the logic? I think it's faster, right? You just post them up and people can go and check their grades when they want to. I think that's probably, I imagine that's the kind reasoning, is that it's just faster. You just post the grades and then, right? It's sort of like if you're playing in a Magic the Gathering tournament or Game of Thrones tournament, they put the pairings up on sheets of paper and people just go look and they can leave. Maybe they also think it motivates people to try harder, but I just don't. I just feel like it's not my bag. Yeah. Oh, you get grades online only. Well, I have handwritten papers that have comments on them that I hand back. I wish they already threw away my cell phone. Ooh. I'm scared to see what I got on this. I think I failed. Asian failed or actually failed? Asian failed. Come on, I'm not that dumb. Okay, so we can enter the classroom, we can talk to our classmates, or we can look at our scores. Let's talk to our classmates first. Yeah, right. Too scary. Oh, she's not going to talk to the classmates because she has social anxiety, so she won't do it. It's fair. We will look at the scores. This is a list of the top 10. Oh, so it's only the top 10 that we have on these lists, which is better than showing everybody, I suppose, so that people who are last are not singled out. This is a list of the top 10 scores across all periods. Noelle aced it. Classic. She used to call me on the phone crying every Christmas because her parents got her math workbooks instead of what she really wanted. By now, she's unbeatable. It's like her tragic superhero origin story. Except instead of a stupid...
Come on to my house, come on.
Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Thank you for the host, Dema. It is so nice to have you here. Hey. But this way, most people are disappointed they aren't on the list. This is true. How's it going? It is going well. If we care about their reasoning, we can show up at the teacher's office, unless we have oral exams and they tell you the reasoning, you want to hear it or not. Oh, yeah, no, I always put comments. I feel like, me personally, I feel like there's no point in giving a grade if I also don't help you know what you did well, what you could do better. I don't think the purpose of assignments are for grades. I think the purpose of assignments are to learn things and to improve and to demonstrate knowledge and practice and skills. And so if that's the purpose, if the purpose of an assignment is to help you get better at something and practice something, and to do some kind of work, well then of course I'd want to give you comments. So I could say, hey, you did this thing really well, or your transitions here are a little bit weird, or you put your evidence before your argument and that's less useful, or whatever the case may be. I find those things are way more important than the grade itself. Except, instead of a superhero, she's every parent's dream child. Asian parent's dream child. No clue how Akarsha managed to get to the second highest score, though. Look at Akarsha. General consensus is that she's cheating, but the teachers have never been able to catch her doing anything. Ah, big pockies. So, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Oh, Dia, I've located your ID number. Here. You got a 91.22%. Whew. Almost failed. Actually, you could have missed one more and still scraped an A-. Oh, you're off to bed? Oh, good night, PH. PH. Before you go to bed. I hope you're still here. Have pleasant dreams. Sleep well. Enjoy your sleep. I hope it's really nice. I hope that nobody wakes you up at an inappropriate time and that you get like a full good night's sleep and you wake up well rested and like you stretch and you feel good. Like, I hope this is like one of the best nights of sleep. That's what I hope for you. have a good night. Good night. Oh, I slept in today, by the way, because I went to bed at 4 in the morning. But I slept in and I did everything, so it's good. It is good. Considering how many I guessed on, that's still cutting it pretty close. That's scary. I really studied as hard as I could, but even my best almost wasn't good enough. I wonder if I can really get into Stanford or Berkeley like this. You know... Oh! Empress Pookie, you get to sleep in tomorrow? Oh, sleeping in. Right now, this is the gesture of like being wrapped up in blankets and like, oh, sleeping in. Love it. I went to bed at 2, up at 6. Long day today. Ooh, Dema. But you're almost done, right? You're almost done with your day? Oh. Dema, how are you doing? Also, you know what? Just for the record, Berkeley and Stanford are very nice schools, but there are other nice schools that might be even better for you besides Stanford and Berkeley. Okay, we're going to go into the classroom. I wonder what's going to happen in our classroom days. Oh. Home now, dinner soon, and maybe a movie after. Oh, that's nice. After stream, I'm going to make some dinner because I actually have to make dinner. I don't have dinner in my fridge, so I have to make some. And then we're going to do the critical role. And I should probably do some email that I've been avoiding. Oh, but I'm going to go and see Xanadu at the midnight screening at the Somerville Theater on Saturday night, and it's going to be awesome. As Dia and Noelle enter the classroom, something bursts out of the cabinet. It's Akarsha, by the way. Whoo! Ah! Noelle staggers backwards onto an X marked on the floor with duct tape. A garbage can drops from the ceiling. Oh, these two. Going well here, I watched Ghost in the Shell 2, Innocence, last night. Love the philosophy presented. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I've only seen Standalone Complex, so I should go and watch more. I'm currently deploying a bunch of storage to machines at work and then going to the gym. Snacking now. Ooh, yeah. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to transfer all of my games from my Steam games from my internal hard drive to my external hard drive. It's slow going. I'll just do it bit by bit. I thought I was going to do a happy hour with the grad cohort, but not sure that is happening now. Oh, I may have to cook dinner. Boo! Boo! But happy hours are nice. I haven't been to one in ages. No! Noelle and Akarsha go through some variation of this every single day. So now the thing about the sewing the security tag in the backpack seems fine now because it's apparently their relationship. You know how Matrix 1 to 2 dropped the philosophy? Yeah, Innocence picked it up all up and then some. Oh, gosh, the Matrix. We don't want to talk about that. It's their roundabout way of being friends. Well, well, well. If it isn't my favorite Frenchman, Noelle. Please stop calling me that. Why are you speaking English, Noelle? What kind of Frenchman are you? Just because, like, my name is French doesn't mean I'm French? Ha ha ha! Baguettes! See, this is the problem. Whenever Noelle hears something stupid, she just can't let it slide. She always has to correct it. So Akarsha just keeps acting dumber and dumber on purpose into infinity. Actually, I don't know what our last name is. I don't even know. Nor do we talk about that non-existing avatar, the last... No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know. Just... Yeah, nope. Noelle does an impressive worm-like dance to wriggle out of the garbage bin. I can't believe you've done this. What happened to our truce? Truce? From yesterday, you agreed to this. Noelle puts a sheet of binder paper from her book bag and brandishes it in front of Akarsha's face. Look, this is your own signature at the bottom. Suddenly, I can't read. Akarsha! Karsha! Oh, new sprite. Noelle's scream sounds really weird and hoarse from her cold. What's wrong with your voice today? That was a weaker yell than normal. I'm ill. I'm losing my voice. How about I punch you in the throat? It'll displace the mucus. That sounds... Throat punch? That's like Claudia's cult. Join the Claudia cult, get a throat punch. No, it won't. How do you know? Like, anything is possible. Trust me. I'm here, Sobani Urikara. You are the absolute last person I would trust. You worthless scammer. Leave all your problems to me. I'll solve them in a heartbeat. That's unrealistic, and accelerating that fast would destroy you even past your bone structure. Called hype! Why are you being so mean? I'm just trying to help you. Hitting me isn't helping me! Wow! Someone has anger management problems. You gotta slow down and smell the flowers. Appreciate life's miracles. Like me, I'm life's greatest miracle. Absolutely disgusting. I feel nauseated just looking at you. I don't understand. Why is there so much hate in the world? If only we could open our hearts to love, there would be no wars. She's making me... I find her very amusing right now. Peace begins with a smile, Mother Teresa. Noelle is struggling not to break character by laughing. The bell rings. This concludes Noelle and Akarsha's daily morning Screamfest. The rest of the morning is relatively uneventful. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I feel like the playfulness is pretty amazing. I like it. Akarsha. Guess what? What? No. You gotta guess. You were arrested. What? No. You have a year left to live? What the... Dude, why'd you always gotta jump to the worst possible conclusion? It guarantees that I'm either right or pleasantly surprised. You're a real piece of work. You know that? Whatever, I'll just tell you. Did you guys hear about the new girl who transferred here? What? Apparently she's like a delinquent. I heard she knifed someone. She must not be very intelligent. Isn't that exciting? We never get that type around here. That's true. Everyone here's kind of forced to become a nerd by default. I wonder... Hey, I don't know how many people here are from the San Francisco Bay Area, but do you think they're in San Francisco? I know they went to the baseball game, so... Oh! Okay, take the pain med. Come back when you're done. So I know that they were at the baseball game for the A's, so I don't know if they... But they could live in San Francisco, and if they live in San Francisco, what if they go to Lincoln High School? Because Lincoln High School is the high school for nerds. And I mean that in a positive way. It's like, you have to have a really high GPA to get into Lincoln High. It's like this, like, academic... At least it was back in the 80s. I don't know what the deal is now. But I wonder... I can't wait to meet her. What for? Do you want to get stabbed too? Sure, why not? Saves me the trouble of doing it myself. Noelle rolls her eyes and goes back to organizing her fried rice. She's picking all the sausage bits out so Dia can eat her leftovers. Don't do that. I like being alive the same time as you. That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. Really? Then I take it back. Wow. Noelle slides her thermos across the table at Dia. Fried rice. Hey, Dia. How many second graders do you think you could beat up if they came at you in waves of 10? with a 5th grader boss coming every 5 waves? Ooh. All right, everybody. How many 2nd graders do you think you could beat up if they came at you in waves of 10 with a 5th grader boss coming every 5 waves? If you were a 9th grader in high school. I think I could probably beat up many waves of 2nd graders with a 5th grader boss. It depends. Like, are we out in the open? Can I get a chair? Like, if I can pick up a chair, I think I'll be pretty good. I feel like I can swing that chair around and knock out 2nd and 5th graders for like many, many, many waves. If I don't have a chair or some sort of, you know, thing that gives me distance, I don't know. Because without a chair, I feel like they could swarm you and then take you down. And then I think it would be difficult at that point in time. Because, I don't know, maybe by the time you get to the 5th wave, you'd be tired out. It really depends. Can I climb up on something? Like, if I get to climb up on a bench and have a chair, I feel like I'd do better. But, you know. But then again, when I was a 9th grader, I was pretty skinny. I was like a little, like, slip of the thing. Yeah, it's like it's a lot of tiny, terrible bodies. I feel like without a chair, I wouldn't do so well. Because, especially 9th grade me. Yeah, especially if they were coordinated, that might be difficult. Maybe a couple waves, but maybe not too many. Oh, we have a question. Ooh, 0, maybe like 15, at least a few dozen. So this is Dia, and she's crazy strong and a huge athlete, in which case I think that she could take out a few dozen. Because she's like she's super beefy. And she might have a baseball bat. At least a few dozen. Savage! You don't feel bad hitting little kids? Well, they started it. If they don't want to get hit, they shouldn't attack me. Noelle looks a bit left out by this conversation. Why just Dia? How come you're not asking me? Because I already know the answer for you. 0. It's true, you're a weakling. How rude. Noelle, let's arm wrestle. I want to show Akarsha she hasn't seen this. I don't want to. I always lose. I'll let you use both hands this time. Noelle makes a face. Reluctantly, she clasps both her hands on Dia's, so it's sandwiched between hers. Attack the kids! 3, 2, 1. Noelle strains against Dia's grip with all her might. Dia's arm still hasn't budged an inch. With her free hand, Dia casually continues to eat fried rice. You... Stop that! Akarsha, what do you think of the weather today? Stop toying with me! If I did that, I'd break your wrist. You know what I mean? Dia pins Noelle's arm to the table as gently as possible. Dang, this is like some Fox and the Hound shit. Normally the scrawny nerds herd together so jocks like Dia don't stuff them into trash cans. How did you two even end up friends? I don't remember. You don't remember? I know, how considerate. You were always just there, by default. That is not what happened. You had one bad ear, so you had a lot of trouble making sense of what anyone was saying. You just play wall ball against yourself or run laps on the track. That sounds about right. One day, someone bought in Krispy Kreme donuts for their birthday. I didn't like donuts, so I... You don't like donuts? I don't like donuts. They're disgusting. Disagree. Her taste buds are broken. I know. Hi, Fred. You're just a default. That's harsh. Anyway, I gave mine to you. In exchange, I received your undying and completely unwanted loyalty. You followed me around everywhere. You were like a major inconvenience. I don't remember any of this. How do you not remember? You were so extreme. Whenever the teachers tried to separate us, you'd start crying. I seriously don't remember any of this. Also, donuts? It's probably because your birthdays are in November. You were almost a full year younger than me. A year's a big gap when you're 5. Ooh! Oh, my favorite donut? That's easy. My favorite donut is a maple bar. Like a nice, fresh maple bar. Because I really love the maple. So good. My second favorite donut would be an apple cider donut. So delicious. My third favorite donut would be an old-fashioned glazed donut. Those are delicious, like the old-fashions. Fourth would be... I like a good chocolate raised. That's good. Maple's so good. I love a good maple donut. Oh, yeah. Oh, blueberry cake donut. Those are really good. Pumpkin cake. So, like, those are really good, too. Oh, donuts. And I really enjoy a cinnamon roll. Oh, yeah. Blueberry cake are so good. They're so good. And I really like a cinnamon roll. Gang, now I want donuts. Thanks. A well-made old-fashioned donut is so good. You know, it's just like, so delicious. Oh, folks, donuts are so good. We need to have a donut party. So many donuts. Like, a year is a big gap when you're 5? True. I was probably like a toddler. Glazed with thick batter, chocolate fluffy, and vanilla Long John. Oh, I do love donuts. I love donuts. They're delicious. You know what's funny though? So you know how I was in Italy for a month and I missed you all and I didn't see you and it was sad. I just want to point out that I went to this place that had donuts. Well, it was a place. It was like a restaurant and also pastry shop, bakery, and they had American donuts, and they were not good. And I was like, how do you mess up a donut? But apparently you do. There's a fancy donut place near work that has a really nice dark chocolate glaze that's good. Ooh, that sounds really good. Volpez. See, here's the thing. What can we say? If someone brings up donuts, what can we do? They're so good. Oh. Sorry. I forgive you. Now I want to go to a Blue Star again. I want some apple cider donuts. That's hella kawaii. Never use that phrase ever again. What phrase? You know what phrase? Is Blue Star like, oh, they do. They have a poor present representation of American donuts. Because, like, so the donuts they had were raised donuts rather than cake donuts, but they were too dense to be a good raised donut. And they were just a little bit off. Oh, apple cider donuts, double crayon. I never had one until I moved to New England because you can't get them out west. Well, at least not that I know of. But usually you cannot usually get them here in New England either. They're only made during apple picking season for the most part. So it's at that time when everybody's sort of picking apples, and usually where you go to buy them most of the time is you go to one of these apple orchards, and there'll be these apple orchards and they'll be selling fresh apple cider and these apple cider donuts. So they're sort of made fresh, and I don't know all that's involved in making them, but I do know they're sort of they're kind of like a cake donut, and then they kind of have like a cinnamony or sugary kind of coating. I don't know how they make them. I start saying if you're a regular, you don't need permission, so give it a try. And if it doesn't work, then we will make you a regular. Just like that. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm not in a sweet mood at the moment. I'm unpacking an order. Oh, ooh, Nice. Oh, I'm going to check that out. I have a question. When you say Bodine, do you mean the French bread? Because we would get Bodine French bread in San Francisco, sourdough bread, sourdough Bodine French bread, so delish. So delish. But I thought that Bodine was from San Francisco, no? Louisiana? It's the French bread, right? Sourdough? Yes, because I would eat that all day long in San Francisco. Stranger. Excuse me? We're going to say that she's French. She's talking to me. No! Go away! Dia looks wildly around for Noelle or Karsha to help her, but they've both already gone ahead into the classroom. Oh, pork and rice sausage. That sounds good. Oh, there's a place at my home BART stop called Powderface that makes beignets. Oh, we're talking about all the good food right now. This is so good. I remember you. You were... No locations by us. Now I'm sad. Huh. What is she saying? I've never met her in my life. New clubs are... interest... Crap, I can't really make out the words. Oh, she's got a bad ear. I'll just nod at appropriate times. So much good fried dough. Who doesn't want to fry their dough? We are collecting signatures to approved. There's a place that makes apple pie in a bag that's so... Oh, I love apple pie. I love peach pie. Cherry pie. The stranger hands Dia a clipboard with a signature sheet on it. What's this? Sign the paper, don't sign the paper. I'm not going to sign any paper that I don't know what it is. Especially since we already started with those protesters, these anti-Prop 8 protesters. So I'm not going to sign anything. No signing things you don't know what it is. I need to go down to the Danish pastry house and get some cake. Bye. Dia walks away in the middle of the conversation. She quickly enters the classroom before the girl can stop her. Apple dumplings with cinnamon ice cream. Ooh. That's good. A good peach cobbler. Also nice. Dema's like, peach cobbler? Apple dumplings, gotta go. See, Dema says that he's going for dinner, but really Dema's gonna go and get some like delicious dessert, eat it first, and then have dinner. I will see you later. If you're up for Critical Role tonight, I will see you on the stream, because we will be around. Should have... I know. I would have liked to have asked what it was. That's what I would have done. I know, but I think that Dia is partially deaf in one ear, and so I don't think that she can hear right. So I think she gets nervous about it. Do they make? No, we don't make those. I think that must be something Danish. Oh, you mean the Danish pastry house? Maybe I'd have to ask them. I don't know. They make a really good, what's that called? The woman who owns it she's actually Danish. And so she makes all these traditional Danish stuffs for the place. There's this thing that's really quite good, but I can't remember what it's called now. Now I'm sad. Inside, Akarsha and Noelle are playing cards. Time to reveal your hand in 3, 2, 1. Kringle. Thank you. Ice Bunny. How did you know I was thinking about Kringle? How did you know that? Ice Bunny is psychic, or she's reading my mind, which would make her psychic. Yeah, they make Kringle. It's really good. It's really good. Also, they make these sort of little frogs that are sort of like marzipan on the outside and some kind of cream on the inside. Those are also good. They also make these potatoes. They're not really potatoes, but they look like potatoes. They're like a little like a croissant, but not really a croissant, cut in half with some kind of cream in the middle, and on top is some marzipan dusted with like maybe cinnamon, so it looks like a potato. Maybe I did tell you and forget. Maybe. Noelle and Akarsha flip their cards over. Yes, Kartoffelkage, they're quite delicious. They look like a potato, but they're not potatoes. They're just deliciousness. Why is there a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Akarsha taps it with her index finger. This is Exodia, the forbidden one. Think outside the box, Taco Bell. You can't do this! Akarsha reaches across the desk and takes one of Noelle's cards. What are you doing? You said you were going to play this normally. There's no rule in Yu-Gi-Oh! Saying you can't eat the enemy's cards. Okay, time to head home, change, and go lift. Ooh, have fun lifting, and post on the Discord after you finish lifting if you had some kind of breakthrough or did something awesome. I want to hear some sort of exciting lifting stories. And thank you, I will totally have fun with my murdered girlfriend. Hey, Javai. Ooh, those are gorgeous. Where do they come from? Those are really pretty. Exodia. Oh, Exodia. We're playing poker! There's no rule in poker saying you can't eat the enemy's cards. Class starts. This concludes Noelle and Akarsha's daily afternoon struggle. Oh, we're going to meet our friend soon. Will do. It's the first time back after 2 weeks sick, so probably just getting through class will be the achievement. So in the accountability and check-ins channel on the Discord, post what you did, and then we can give you, like, hoorays. We can give you, like, woos. We'll give you woos for your achievement for going to class today. It's Exodia from the Twitch Yu-Gi-Oh! Ages ago on Twitch. Oh. Yes. All right. Just one more period before the day's over. Looking flushed, Noelle wipes sweat off her brow. I bet they go to Lincoln High School. Why is it so hot? Because You shut up! Oh, you subbed it during... If you subbed during it, you got the emotes permanently. That's so cool. Huh. Loud hurt gasp. My heart is exploding! My lungs are without air. My blood is boiling. My body is shaking and tears are running down my face. Noelle is unsteadily grasping the side of a bench for support. What are you doing? I feel extremely dizzy all of a sudden. Also have Power Rangers emotes for a similar thing. That's so amazing. Javai, how long have you been on Twitch? As a precaution, I will remain stationary until the symptoms... Dia grabs her as she collapses. Ooh. Her entire body is burning up. She must have a fever. We'll take you to the nurse's office, dude. No! Don't you dare! I need to go to the next period. Attendance is 20% of my grade in gym class. Missing one day can't hurt. Gym is like a freebie anyway. No, you don't understand. It's my worst subject. I can't afford to lose any more points when my mile time is 18 minutes every week. Ooh, 18 minutes for a mile. 18 minutes for a mile is, when you are in 9th grade is, it's not a good time. Wow. Hey, Javai, were you here when it was Justin TV? Were you? I've only been on Twitch for like 3 years, three and a half maybe. Something like that. Around three. You're old. Javai, I mean that as in an ironic way because I'm old. Yeah. So slow? What the? Yours was 16? As you weren't that early. 1 mile though, right? That's 16 minutes for 1 mile. Were you because I feel like it might be faster to walk that mile. If you like walk faster, it might be faster to walk it than to jog it at that moment. Oh, you were not a healthy kid. Oh, that's fair. Don't make that face at me. I'm not you, Noelle launches into a sneezing fit. Gym's not even math or science. Is it that big of a deal? It'll still ruin her GPA and valedictorian status. Her parents will yell at her and be really mean. Oh, walking is generally 20 minutes. So, hey, by the way, did you read the news? 3 miles an hour. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Jer. You're right. You're right. Did you read that story that happened a couple years ago? Where there was this girl who did very poorly in her gym class. How did it go? There was something where this girl tied for valedictorian status in her high school, and she and this other girl both were named valedictorian, and the main girl sued the school district, saying that she shouldn't have to share the valedictorian status with anyone, and the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, you treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Levi, Bo, Beaver, banana, fana, fo, fever, fee, fi, mo, me, vi. Levi. Woo! Thank you so much. Hey, I'm just actually in a really good mood today. Don't ask me why. It's been a hectic day, but I'm feeling good about it. Gym is a waste of time. If it's supposed to make you like sports, they failed with me. I don't think the point of gym is to make you like sports. I think it's so that you are somewhat healthy, because young people need exercise. I don't think... you're probably right, actually, Levi, because I just finished running right before I went straight from running to shower to here. So you're probably right. You're probably right. I don't think it's supposed to make you like sports. I think it's that it's to help you be healthy, right? Depending on we had to take, in our high school, we had to take 2 years of gym. That was a requirement because, I think also having sports sometimes lessens behavioral problems, and remember, please note, I was bullied brutally all the time, and gym was not my favorite time of life. Although the last high school I went to, I was able to sort of choose the last high school I went to. Schools do, they need more activity time. In my last high school in gym, they would do these cycles of 8 weeks, maybe? Probably? Gym kind of has some ableist undertones. It assumes everybody has the same physical capabilities. It depends on how they do gym, though, right? You can do gym in different kinds of ways. And if you are not physically able to do gym in our school, then it was waived and you wouldn't have to do it. Right, so I believe they had different options depending, if you were in a wheelchair, there were still things that you could do in our gym classes, and it depended on what your disability was. Either there were alternate things that you could do in gym, or you would be waived. Well, but that sort of implies that doing anything with your body is ableist, right? That the existence of exercise is ableist, or the existence of that reading is ableist because not everyone can read. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I go that way. So some people are colorblind, so having colors on things is ableist. Some people are afraid of heights, so making tall buildings is ableist. I don't know if the existence of something that someone else can't do automatically is ableist. or exist. Apparently my Twitch account was created May 4th, 2013. Huh. I mean, because if we want to sort of not be ableist, then we can say, okay, no one can ever do any sports ever because not everyone can do sports. Or no one can read because not everyone can read. Because some people have really bad dyslexia, which means they can't read. So no reading. Not everyone can, you know what I mean? Like I worry about that. Ooh, hey Neo, how are you? How are you doing? Welcome back from work. I hope your work went well today. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Barentor is colorblind. This is true. So, see, right? This is what I mean. So I don't know. But I was thinking about this actually in a different context, a context of somebody. Oh, actually, our grades weren't based on flat ability at all. You just had to go. No, in gym, we were not graded on. We were not graded on our ability at all in gym, like in any way. We just had to do it. Like, so I was saying that we every 8 weeks they would rotate. Like there were usually like 2 or 3 different options each 8-week cycle. So you could do weightlifting, or you could do volleyball, or you could do whatever. They had a couple different options. Yeah. See, Barentor, that's the same with me. It was basically attendance and participation, not ability. And actually, there were some people who were not physically able to do certain things at all, like at all, but they went to gym and they did things like they helped out in other ways, and that also was fine. So yeah, it wasn't, there was no, it was not based on ability at all. Oh, you got, what kind of, like, maybe your school, yeah, I don't think with gym that you should be graded on ability. I feel like you should be graded on, as it was like with Barentor and I, attendance and participation, right? Like you just, and you learn things. We got grades in gym class, and being the big butt bunny, I gave up. I feel like an indentured servant to this company. Ugh. But I get 4th of July off, so that's exciting. But then I'm probably going to get called in for the weekend, and that's less exciting. Yeah, I went to an urban public high school too. Huh. Neo, you're leaving, and you're going to come to the Boston area, right? Like you're moving up here, and you're going to go away from that space, right? Right? I want to say Jim was graded on a mix of participation and performance. I think for us, performance was basically just effort, right? I mean, because I wasn't a particularly... I mean, I sort of did, I was whatever I was. I mostly spent my time in that. I actually ended up liking gym in that last high school because I would do weightlifting and running, these were not team sports, and I could just do my own thing and be left alone, and that was pretty fine. Whenever they put me in a team sports situation, then I got bullied and I didn't like it. But, oh, they're thinking of making you permanent? Oh, and Neo, does that mean you may not be coming up here after all? Well. What do we do? If she gets a B because we took her to the nurse's office, it'll destroy her. Congrats on maybe having them make it permanent, but, if they make it permanent, will they treat you better? It's a question. Are you learning things there at the job? Is it at some kind of way fun? Is it interesting? But she's in no condition to be working out either. She can't even stand without me holding her up. That's the spirit of Neo. I'll have to see what they offer. That's it, right? You see what they come to you with. All right. Let's use our heads. There's got to be a way out of this. See, what I like is that you can tell that Akarsha and Noelle really like each other, even though they have this weird, bickery kind of relationship. Like what? Oh, hey, Aneo, I had some really great breakthroughs on Ren'Py the other day. I was up too late, though, working on it. But I got some good breakthroughs getting the layered images to work. But now I have to redo my whole file structure. It's fine. If you get an F, if you try, you get an F if you don't, so I gave up trying. Huh. No, but I will get paid more, and it's super fun, but not challenging mentally. Why is it not challenging mentally? I'm just interested in, like, what... So, okay, that's not a good question. Let me rephrase the question. It is not currently... Right. I'm going to rephrase the question so it makes more sense. When I ask why is it not challenging mentally, I think what I'm really asking is it that they're not giving you difficult enough things to do now, but they will in the future? Or do you think they won't be giving you interesting things to do ever? That's my question. I wonder if the shift from participation to performance is a result... Oh. You know, Jer, I would not be surprised if that's true. I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, because as we're moving into a testing culture, right, this whole no child left behind testing culture, then all of a sudden then maybe they're doing testing as part of gym, and that becomes this important marker, so then you're, right, testing is... You know, Jared, that makes a lot of sense to me. I would not be surprised at all if that were the case in any way. I wouldn't be surprised. I think sometimes we had tests in gym, but they were things like about anatomy, but that was, like, I think, very rare. Yeah, no, it was mostly just participation and basically effort. And by effort, what I mean is if you just stood there smoking a cigarette, glaring at the teacher, that wasn't going to work out for you. You had to participate, right? I mean, you didn't have to be good at it, but you had to participate. And also, Ice Bunny, I just feel like that system you had does not sound like a good system. I remember doing a floor routine in the gymnastics segment and not doing a single move in a straight line because I was just awful. Yeah, I just think it was a lot of, like, I remember a lot of just trying. Like, there were some things that I was just not good at, and they were like, well, try. And I was like, okay. And then I failed, and that it was fine. I still got a good grade. It was basically just, you know, are you trying? Yeah, in high school gym, I think the grade was like 50% knowledge and like anatomy and other theory. Yeah, right. I think, yeah, right, yeah. Speaking of smoking, when I was in middle school, there was still a smoking area for students at the high school. I know, right? Hey, Gritty! You know, I like how Grinny's like, I want my Nightbot to tell me the things. What do you think the German school system is? Learned again, statistics and note-taking are magic. No, seriously, they're magic. We should burn all the witches who perform such foul sorcery at the stake. In the late 80s... Oh, that's right. I remember the... Grinny! I see you lurking. I remember the presidential fitness tests, but they weren't linked to your grade at all. We just did them. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just were like, oh, it's a presidential fitness test. And then we just had to take them, and then we just went on with our lives. Pretty sure just participating in theory was enough for a passing grade, but higher grades required a certain level of ability. Yeah, I just don't think they did. Because, I mean, a lot of time we were just doing, like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's interesting because working with mixed reality, so all in a 3D space, so that's cool. But the challenges are more trying to make things pretty rather than solving algorithmic questions. Huh. So, Aneo... I feel like you should... I think this is it, right? Streamer Muppet Aphrodite. So you should go and hang out with Muppet Aphrodite. She designed Alexa, right? Like she does voice Ux. She's like all that, like world-renowned Ux artist and also amazing RPer, and she plays Stardew Valley and various other things. And then you can go to her stream because she's pretty awesome, and then you could ask her Ux questions, or you could commiserate about Ux together. You could do Ux things. She's super cool, and besides being super cool and and she teaches improv, she also is a puppeteer. So like she has puppets that are like Muppets, and she brings them on stream, and she's very, very cool. So you should hang out with her sometime. She also has a Discord. So that's my stream recommendation for the moment. Like, if a meteor hits Earth right now, no one will mind if Noelle skips gym class. brilliant. If the world ends, we're saved. Even canceling school would be easier. Hold that thought! If school is canceled right now... Snow day? But there's no snow. Then how? As long as we make it so that no one goes to class, we win. Also, phone is about to die, so I'll check back when I get home. But I'll check her... Oh, you totally check her out. She's also really nice. Come back, and also I'll be streaming, hosting Critical Role on my channel. She does. She streams Sunday mornings. She's very cool. Don't call in a bomb threat, Akarsha. Akarsha is clearly going down some... Oh, Anio, do you like my goatee and mustache? The blue? The blue? Akarsha is clearly going down some weird line of reasoning. Dude, I got it! Homie G, you stay with Noelle while I, do some stuff. What stuff? You're not gonna like it. Before I tell you, you gotta promise not to get mad. What? Do stuff? Hey, hi, I'm Shep. This is my favorite channel on the Citadel. Hey, Exo Shepherd SR2, how are you doing? And I like the cool glasses. Woo! Welcome in. I'm Trooper SJP, and these are all the battle buddies who are hanging out. If you haven't been here for a while, and we're playing Butterfly Soup. Well, promise? I think we can't promise not to get mad because I think she wants to call in a bomb threat, so we're not going to promise. No. That's right, how can we promise we don't even know what it is yet? Just tell us already. Too bad, I'm not telling you then. Adios, amigos. Wait, where are you going? Shrek's Swamp. Oh, you're resting up. How's your week been? How was your June? How's your June going? I like Akarsha too. She's got that kind of weirdness that I remember from school very much. Akarsha left. I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. Why does everything have to be some kind of weird mind game with her? It's exhausting. She sounds so weak. She should rest on the bench. Dia sits, then lays Noelle down so her head is resting on her lap. Yeah, she's just gonna go off to, call in a bomb threat. Ooh! Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is this just a dream? Thank you so much for the follow. That's amazing. I appreciate it. It is nice. Ooh, I was on holiday, did holiday stuff. Oh, what kind of holiday stuff did you do? Also, we have a Discord if you want to join our Discord. It's full of awesome people, and we just talk about a lot of tabletop RPGs is what we talk about, but other stuff too. We talk about stuff. Join us if you like. And also, what did you do on holiday? Where did you go? Did you go anywhere? Or did you just stay in and slept and ate delicious things like maybe donuts? There's nothing we can do now but wait. Do we really have to do this? This is embarrassing. Oh, come on. I've seen you throw up in a trash can at Happy Fish Swim School because you were so bad at swimming that you inhaled half a gallon of water. Compared to that, this is like a 3. But this is different. This right now is unnecessary. Your thighs are so muscular that I feel like I'm resting my head on a rock. Hey, that's not bad. Thanks for the compliment. It wasn't a compliment. How mean. Now we definitely have to do this. We can feel her forehead or we can talk to her. What do you think we should do? I'm feeling like maybe we should feel her forehead to see if she has a fever. Right? What do you think? I'm thinking forehead. Right? Because we should, go for health first. Dia presses her hand to Noelle's forehead. Ooh, it's hot. Hotter than my own forehead? Studies show that people who try to diagnose fever by touch significantly overestimate the incidence of fever, sometimes by as much as 40%. Oh, never mind then. Let's talk to her. Oh, gosh. We have choices. I need you all to tell me what I should say. Tell Noelle to get into shape. That seems rude. Talk about ancient Chinese rock pillows. I slept and enjoyed the sun, had lots of barbecues. Chilling at home. Oh, chef, that sounds really great. That sounds so fun. Ooh, I love a good barbecue. Would you eat a tiny man for $100 million? How long do we have until class starts? Never mind. So I feel like how long do we have until class starts? Ooh, World Cup. World Cup. Germany's out. That's sad. Well, who are you all rooting for? Who do you want to win the World Cup? Not this one. Not telling her to get into shape, because both of those two things I think will give her stress. And I don't think she needs stress right now. So either talk about ancient Chinese rock pillows or ask her if you would eat a tiny man for $100 million. And I want to know, what do you think we should ask? What do you think is the best choice here? I need your guidance, battle buddies. Ooh, Brazil versus Croatia. Ooh. I don't care about kicky footy. Oh, Brazil versus Croatia in the finals? Rock pillows or tiny man? We need a tiebreaker here, people. We've got 1 and 1. We've got 1 and 1. I need one more. I need one more piece of input on this one. Levi's like, I don't know. I don't know. Tiny man. All right, we're going tiny man. Would you eat a tiny 2-inch tall man for $100 million? I bet she's going to say, of course not, that's illegal. Of course not, that's homicide, which is illegal. See, I was just thinking it would taste terrible. What is this, like some dumb Akarsha question? Yeah. Oh, okay, now we're going to go with rock pillows. Did you know that in ancient China, they slept on rock pillows? I saw on Discovery Channel. This isn't making me feel any better. You're going back to your ancient roots. I don't want to go back to my ancient roots. Oh, we have, how long do we have until class starts? Tell Noelle to get into shape and never mind. I don't want to tell her to get into shape. We're going to go never mind. Oh. Yes, that's right. Okay, so clearly we have to ask these things. I don't need a lot, but what if they're only 2 inches tall, though? Javai. We'll tell her to get into shape. Get into shape. Even ignoring your gym class grade, the way you are right now is just bad. You're like that Life Alert commercial. I've fallen and I can't get up. I know. Then why don't you do something? What if there's a zombie apocalypse and I get bitten first? How are you going to survive? I can't help it. Like, I don't have any time to work out. I can barely keep up with my schedule as is. That's just an excuse. She'd be able to figure something out if her heart was in it. If only there was a way to get Noelle to enjoy exercising. So we'll ask, how long do we have until class starts? How long do we have until class starts? About 2 minutes. Maybe you should head to class. You'll be tardy. No, it's fine. I run fast. Suddenly, Noelle tries to sit up. Her abs are too weak, though, and she fails and flops back down. Yeah, Noelle totally has a tiger mom. That is totally what's happening here. 2 inches tall person wiggling around still sounds... See, that's what I was thinking, that, like, I wouldn't want to eat a 2-inch tall person who was alive. No, sorry, awake. Because I just feel like you get it caught in your throat, and I just feel like it would be super uncomfortable. Yeah. I just feel like... Because I feel like in order to eat the 2-inch tall person, you have to chew them, and I just don't think that would be fun. What are you doing? Becoming a fish? I just had a great idea. You know how, like, on Valentine's Day you pay the school to deliver roses to someone? And you get the 2-inch after he's fallen asleep on his rock pillow, and then everything is fine. Oh, like in middle school. You could have them secretly send your crush candygrams for $5. Yes, like that. Except here, we're more mature, so it's flowers. We should send a Karsha one with a message from your secret admirer. Imagine how confused she'd be. And we can tease her relentlessly about it. It'll be hilarious. Okay, that is pretty funny. It's not even that mean because she'll get flowers out of it. The secret admirer part is the best. She'll drive herself nuts trying to figure out who it is. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Alternatively, we can like sign it with really common initials like KC. She'll look up every guy with those initials at this school. Ooh, that's good too. I know, it still seems pretty mean to me, especially if you're like, not popular. I can't decide if it's like funnier to have her conclude it's a random person or for her to be like constantly suspicious of everyone. Maybe we can do this every year? Like a tradition? Oh my god. You're a genius! The first 2 years we don't give her any clues. And then junior year, we add the initials to encourage her to jump to the wrong conclusions. That way, we'll get to see both. Noelle's in such a good mood that she lets out a creepy, evil laugh. We could also make the message a cipher, so she has to solve it. If you put too much math on it, she'll know it's you. Ciphers aren't math. If you have explained to me what it is, she'll know it's you. Fair enough. How much do the roses cost? Probably around like $12. $12. That's $6 per person. Don't really want to spend that much on a joke. Especially if it's annual. That'd be $48 in all. We could split the cost between more people so it's more reasonable? Levi's like, I feel personally attacked. I'm with you. I mean, like, yeah. I get that technically a substitution cipher isn't math, but whatever. But we don't have any other friends who would appreciate it. You're right. Never mind, just forget it then. Noelle looks immensely disappointed. Uh-oh. What is this? Yep. Someone hacked the fire alarms to play the Super Mario Brothers theme. Almost gave me a heart attack. Students come flooding out of the classrooms. They all look really glad for an excuse to leave. Everyone is evacuating to the field like we're supposed to. Can you walk? Yeah. Dia catches Noelle as she pitches forward again. Nope. Everybody, by the way, Dia gives Noelle a piggyback ride to the field. Just so you know, our giveaway is Laser League today, and we are going to give it away now. I got a game I'm gonna give it to a battle buddy. Got a game I'm gonna give it to a battle buddy. Give it away now. Anyway, the game is Laser League. It's an arcade sports game. It's early access, and I'm gonna give it away. So all you have to do is just make sure you say something in the next 5 minutes, and then you will be entered in to be eligible for the winning. And I give them away because they are games that I cannot play because I do not have a PC. And so I'm gonna give you a Steam code for the game. Steam code. All right. The entire school is out here now. Sup, homies? You! I can't believe you've done this. I ought to report you to the authorities. But you won't. What? You think I won't just because we're fellow acquaintances? Fellow acquaintances? She was totally about to say friends. I was not. Admit it. Friends. I hate you more than is physically possible right now. Oh, come on. What do you want me to do? Travel back in time and change Chinese culture to not see academic achievement as a moral virtue? The one who's getting saved doesn't get to complain. You broke the law! How can I not complain? Is anyone on this earth truly innocent? You can't distract me with fake deep statements! You don't appreciate anything I do! Where's my Nobel Peace Prize? Where's my thank you, Akarsha? You're awesome! I'm not thanking you for this illicit help that I never asked for. Akarsha saved many princes and princesses in her day, and this is true. Were you seriously expecting to be praised? Like, never have I ever been more embarrassed for my fellow man. I'm a hero. You're not a hero! You're scumbag! Disgusting! Fine, be that way. I'm sorry. Forgive me? You don't look even remotely sorry. I'm sad I just read oh yeah, I just heard about that before I started streaming, and that is a bummer. He did so much good stuff. Yeah. I can't help it if I think you're funny when you're mad. Just don't tell on me and we'll call it even. Deal? Akarsha offers her a handshake. Noah regards it with obvious suspicion. She cautiously releases her grip on Dia's shoulders and reaches out to shake it. Instead of grasping her hand, Akarsha grabs Noelle's wrist. She starts hitting Noelle with her own hand. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? I hate you! These two people. You stupid! You should have killed me when you had the chance. Next time I won't let you off so easy. This is your last warning. I like these two. She said that last time. And the time before that. Power of friendship! A stranger brushes past Akarsha in the crowd. Akarsha gawks after her, placing her hand on her heart. I know it's a terrible trope, but they're totally going to date, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. It's possible. But I'm also, by the way, I'm going to find out who the winner of our giveaway is, because it is somebody. It's somebody here. Somebody here. Who is it? Who's the winner? Levi? Levi, it's you! Congratulations, Levi. You have not won in a really long time. Congratulations. I'm going to get this, here it is. I'm going to send you a code, and I'm very excited about it. Levi! Ooh, Levi, can I sing you a song? I want to sing you a song. I want to sing you a song, and the song is this. Levi, Las Vegas. Just, I want to... Don't even... You know, Levi, don't even worry about me. I realize that there's something wrong with my brain. Levi, Las Vegas. And I just... I'm going to send you the code for Laser League. I hope that you get it, and it is excellent, and you should just let me know. Better... Oh, like the jeans? Oh, yeah, that's not as exciting. I like Levi... Oh, good, I'm glad you got it. I like Levi Las Vegas way better. I think it's more amusing. So that's my take on the whole thing. That's what I want you to know. All right. I got like the jeans so much... Oh, really? Yeah, that could be tiresome and old. I bet that gets old real fast. And you're like, no, not like the jeans. You need like Levi. Who are the famous Levi's? I feel like they're famous Levi's, but I don't know any of them. Oh, what was your canned response? I want to hear it. What jeans? Ooh, that's good. What jeans? And you just deadpan it, like you keep it. You're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I like it. What are we? It's her. It's her friend. Wait. That looks like... Dia chases after the person. Yep. Dia! Where are we going? Because she's carrying her. The person The person is so short that Dia loses sight of her in crowd. Huh? I lost her. Great. I'm so sleep deprived that I'm literally hallucinating. You're not hallucinating. I wish Evie were here. She could tell us how long the game is. That night, Dia dreams of the past. 3rd grade. There are a lot of dating sims that work just this way. Whoa, I'm up to bat. Yeah, I get to hit the ball. This is so fun. Spectators, hey look, it's a girl batting. Whew, our team got lucky. Minseo, shut up, you dumb poo-poo head. Oh, it's Min. Say one more word and I'll kill you. So the thing about Min is that she needs to work on her aggression. Just, it's a thing she needs to do. What? What is a word? Sorry, let me read this for you. Die! A fight broke out in the stands. Ah, Min. Back. Oh, Evie, I was saying that I was hoping that you would show up because I want to know how much longer we have of this game. Will we finish it tonight, or will we have to will we finish it next week? What do you think? What do you think? Min is beating the crap out of an old grandpa because Min needs therapy. You better watch out! I'm a green belt! Oh good! Oh good, I'm so glad! Thank you, Levi! And yay! Green belt. The other adults are rushing to pull her off him. Yeah. Big hugs to you, Evie, by the way. By the way, I'm with Vulpes. Big hugs. Hey. Min. Min scrambles down the rafters with everyone chasing after her. I'm taking you with me! She grabs Dia's wrist and sprints off with her in tow. Huh? Wait, stop! Like, I realize that Min is totally in love with Dia, but still. Oh, we got away. Heh, I kidnapped you! Sure. Now we can do whatever we want. Come on, I brought June's bike. But then she doesn't get to... By the way, she has got a Sharpie drawing of a knife on her arm. Min pulls Junseo's bike out from the bushes. She mounts the bike and looks at Dia expectantly. You sit on the rear track. Shouldn't I be the one pedaling? I'm bigger than you. I'm training for when I get taller than you. That's never gonna happen. You'll be short forever. How do you know? You watch. Are you getting on or not? Dia tentatively lowers herself onto the bike rack. So, where do you want to go next? My house, your house, Noelle's house, Home Depot light section. Let's go to the Home Depot light section. That's so random that we should do it. Also, Evie, how long do we have? How much more time do we have in this game? Home Depot light section. What's so great about that? There's so many different lamps in one place. The designs are cool and it's really bright. The rest of the store is ordinary, but that one aisle feels like a special place in another world. Oh, you didn't pick that choice. Oh, okay. I like to pretend I'm furnishing a house and pick my favorites. I know it sounds bland. You don't have to. No, let's go! It sounds like a place that'd be boring if I went with my parents, but fun if I go with you. Oh, wait, what are we looking at? Copy link location, go over here, put this in a new tab, paste. What do I got? The third arrow, queer magic and enamel pen. The third arrow, anxiety queen. Oh, cool. They look fun. Did you just buy them? Nice. Those are cool. Do like indeed. Nice. I know what you mean. If you're with someone you like, everywhere is interesting. Which way to Home Depot? Not sure. I haven't been there in years. Too bad. Where should we go instead, then? Oh, now we have to choose. All right, so my house, your house, Noelle's house. Here's the thing. My house is no good because my parents won't like it because my parents being Dia's parents, don't like men. Min's house is no good because I think her dad will probably be nice. I think that her parents won't like it. Noelle's house, because Min won't like being asked to go to Noelle's house because she's got jealousy issues with Noelle, so we'll just ask her to decide. Right, the houses are bad. This is what I'm feeling like. Min, you decide. Are you sure? The place I want to take you is pretty far. So if there's anywhere else you want to go, we should probably knock that out of the way first. Nah, I'm good. Dia shakes her head. Okay, then hold on tight. You're not telling me where we're going? It's a surprise! Oh, that's a really nice bicycle sound. I like it. I like it. Oh. Where are they? After an extreme amount of effort on Min's part, they arrive at a ravine. Where is this ravine? We... Here! That wasn't even a coherent sentence. Are you okay? Yeah. What kind of weakling do you think I am? Her legs must feel like jelly right now, but there's no way she'd ever admit it. Thanks for the ride. You're welcome. Anytime. The place is down the hill and through the tunnel. Hey, Sal! Internet is back. We're back in 3rd grade for a moment, and we were having a memory of hanging out with Min, who beat up a little old man. Also, don't go to ravines. Ravines, they're never good. Should I get off? It's too steep to bike down. Yeah, let's run down. Min enthusiastically leaps off the bike and sprints down the hill. The bike is just lying there in the grass. Wait, we can't leave this. Dia picks up the bike and runs after her. Min is waiting at the mouth of the tunnel. I want to show you something on the other side. Let's walk through. She peers into the darkness with a hopeful look on her face. What are you looking for? But can you still take your Chevy to the levee? I mean, Sal, you could, but the levee's dry, you know? So I think rather you should just drink some whiskey and rye. It's probably better. And you could think, well, this will be the day that I die. Although that's pretty fatalistic. So maybe just have the whiskey and rye and don't think about the other part. Or maybe just, like, you know, have a milkshake. What are you looking for? Skeletons. Are you scared? Don't worry, I'll protect you. Okay. I'm counting on you then. Yeah! I'll protect you with my life! Min grabs Dia's hand. There's water on the ground. Hold on to me so you don't slip. If I slip like this, you'll just get dragged down with me. No, I won't. Trust me. Min has got such a crush on Dia. So hardcore crush. Look at trees. Enter the tunnel. Thank you for running with my... Oh, I'm always there. I'm there with you, Sal. I'm there with you. I'm just saying. You know, it's so funny. Every time I think of that song, I think of... I don't know why, but I always think about Jack and Diane by John Cougar Mellencamp, and I don't know why. I don't know why I put those songs together in my mind, but I do. I think it's because that the line about the Tasty Freeze, you know, Diane's they're down by the Tasty Freeze. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap's got his hand between the knees. Jackie said, "Hey Diane, let's run off high in the shady tree. Dribble off those Bobby books, let me do what I please." Anyway, I just put those songs together in my mind. I don't know why. That's what I do. Look at the trees. There's a squirrel scampering up the tree. Ooh, you know what's really hard for German speakers to say? Squirrel. Just so you know. When it sees Dia scaring, it lifts one paw. Whoa! It waved at us. I wish I trusted what mine was doing. Min, it's waving. Min, look. That squirrel just waved at us. You're way too excited about this. Yeah, they do have similar kind of like... But what's funny is they have a similar good old boy vibe, but it's not like a... it's not like a good old boy vibe where... Yeah, I don't really trust what Min was doing either, but... So, like, they have a good old boy vibe that doesn't make me nervous, because, like, some good old boy vibes make me think, ooh, I probably don't want to hang out with you because you might murder me. But they've got, like, a good old boy vibe that feels, like, not dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, some good old boy songs make me feel like maybe they're members of the Klan, and then I don't want to be near them because they might murder me. But, like, I never got that vibe from either two of those songs. Ice Bunny, why did Twitch eat your post? Then why are you smiling? Because it's cute. Really? I didn't know you like squirrels. Thank you, Sal. Like, I just feel like some songs give you, like an old school vibe that you're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. I was talking about you. Dia's face feels strangely hot. Yeah, you get it. Like sometimes, like, Down Home is like, oh, this will be like apple pie and square dancing. It'll be awesome. And then sometimes Down Home is like, I think this is going to be a Klan rally and less awesome. I said that whiskey tastes like graveyard. The good old boy vibes where I listen to them and I feel like a spy. Oh, there's that one too. Yeah. I think it depends on the whiskey. I'm not a huge whiskey drinker. But a friend of mine is a real whiskey connoisseur, and he knows my taste quite well. And so he has given me some whiskey to drink that is actually pretty good. He actually got me some gin to drink, and I really don't like gin at all. That was also pretty good. But when it comes to whiskey, I mean, I know this is sort of maybe not considered fancy, but I like Fireball, because that's like cinnamon, and that's tasty. Oh, she's a little romance budding. It's pitch black inside the tunnel. If it weren't for Min, Dia actually would be a bit scared now. Don't worry, Dia, I got this. I like whiskey, but it's an acquired taste. Yeah, I think for me, I'm very... If it gets too bitter, it gets not good for me real fast, but my buddy knows whiskey. Oh my gosh, gang. Totally eaten by a Gru. But you know what though? Here's the thing, Sal. I feel like the way we do is we just cast Magic Missile in the darkness, and we'll be fine, right? She stomps her foot. Her Skechers light up. Whoa! Dia is really impressed. Teach me how to count to 10. There's a cool video of a professional whiskey reviewer who's German reviewing Fireball saying he actually... Oh, really? Because I liked it. I had it like I was at a Game of Thrones card tournament. Somebody gave me a shot of Fireball, and I was like, oh, this is good. I liked it. Okay, I cannot read Hindi, so I will not read this in Hindi. Okay, 1, 2, 2. After a minute, Min has learned the numbers up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! Min is very excitable. I'm probably going to forget it all over again in a few days. Then I'll teach it to you again when it happens. I'll do it over and over forever if you want. I don't mind. Okay, my turn to teach you. I still remember some from last time. She's counting in Korean. Next one. I forgot my Korean numbers. I'm so sorry. And then we get the last one, and then finish them up. I forgot it again. How come you never remember 5? It sounds off. Off? It does not. It does too. It doesn't feel like a 5. 5. Dogs? It takes a moment for Dia's eyes to adjust to the bright sunlight. Do you like it? Huh? It's a dog park. Can we go in even though we don't have a dog? Yeah! I found this place by accident back when I ran away from home. A few weeks ago, Min ran away from home because she didn't want to eat a tomato. The park is divided into two sides. There's a sign above one of the gates. It reads, "Small dogs only, under 30 pounds." Oh my gosh, they have it separated by weight. Yeah, crawled through a sewer to get to a dog park. It might be a magical dog park. Under 30 pounds, that's so cute. I feel like there's probably a better way to get into the dog park. Which side do you want to see? We're going to go with the small dogs because they're third graders. Third graders. Min swings the gate open and gestures for Dia to go ahead. Ladies first. There's so many dogs. Yeah, that's... Yep. Smells in a storm drain. They're all friends with each other. Dog friends. I've died and gone to heaven. A chihuahua trots up to Dia with a frisbee in his mouth. He drops it at Dia's feet and looks up at her expectantly. He wants me to throw it. Dia sets down the bike and hurls the frisbee as hard as she can. The dog gallops after it. He catches it with a running leap, zooms straight back to her, and drops it at Dia's feet again. He's wagging his tail so hard that his butt shakes. What a good dog. He's so talented. Dia's almost crying. Are you happy? This is the best day of my life. Thank you, Min. You're welcome. Do you want to try throwing the frisbee? No, it's fine. I like watching you do it. Okay. Dia throws the frisbee again. The dog tears after it with such gusto that grass goes flying behind him. Hey, Dia? If you want, you can live in my house when we grow up. I'll buy you all the dogs you want. All the dogs? And I'll get to see you every day. I'll drive you around in my Corvette and make everyone jealous. Yeah, but again, anger management issues. Drive the dogs around too. They can wear goggles so the wind doesn't sting their eyes. Sure, whatever you want. I like that Min says what she feels and then adds words to it to make it not so intense. Yeah, dream big, Min. I see, Levi, I appreciate that you, like, that you got that. She's like, I really like you as a friend. Like, she does this thing where, yeah. I like watching you throw it. Like, she did, like, it's smart writing. We'll be so far from our parents that we'll never have to see them again. And if we go somewhere with snow, you can throw snowballs towards me and I'll punch them out of the air. It'll look pretty cool. Wow, great plan. Okay, let's do it. Really? Are you sure? Min reaches out and gently cups Dia's face with her palms. What's happening? This is great. Wow. Alarm. She's up studying all the time. Dia hits her alarm and flops face first into bed. Oh. Her morning routine includes lying in bed for 10 minutes thinking about how tired she is. Do it! I didn't realize it back then, but now that I think about it, that was really... Could it be that I'm a... lesbian... girls? No, that's impossible. I don't feel that way about other girls at all. Because Min looked and acted like that, my heart must have confused her with a guy. Any girl would have felt something, even if they were straight. And it was just her. I mean, Min was special, so she was an exception. Plus, nothing came out of it. It's in the past now. Something like that will never happen again. Wah wah. So it doesn't count, right? If Min hadn't moved away, what would have happened? Yeah, too real. Yeah. Yeah. After 10 minutes, Dia unenthusiastically peels herself off the mattress and stands. I wonder if this is a common thing, if this like, oh, that's totally a thing. It's totally a thing. Because, right, society tells you that you're straight. Like, that's like the default assumption for everybody. And so everybody just assumes that you're straight all the time. And so when you start having straight feelings for people, then people are like, oh, you have straight feelings. They don't say straight feelings. They're like, oh, you like so-and-so. You have a crush on so-and-so. They da-da-da-da, right? They, any kind of heterosexual feelings are validated and amplified. But the idea that you could have homosexual feelings, queer feelings, is not actually validated and not even seen. So if you start having feelings for someone, it's much more likely that people will not recognize it, they will not amplify it, and it will be usually sort of written off as just being a friend thing. So it takes there's an extra step to recognize the romantic feelings you have that are queer as legitimate feelings because they're not reflected or amplified by society in any way. So it's totally a thing. And people also don't believe you, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's heterosexism, right? The idea that the assumption that everybody's heterosexual unless proven otherwise. That if there's somebody you don't know anything about them, they're heterosexual, always have been, and that's what you assume. And so it's like one of these things where, like, it's one of the reasons why you had couples, queer couples living together, and people thought they were just friends, just roommates, because there's no way to sort of imagine it. And if you can't imagine this thing being a thing, then it's hard for you to understand what those feelings are. If the feelings are never modeled anywhere. And actually, I think it's much better now because now you can see queer people on television, right? But in the past, you wouldn't even see queer people on television and nobody was out in public. And so if you had started having feelings like that, you had no examples of that even being real. So you wouldn't even know it was a thing at all. So you wouldn't know what those feelings meant. Some people would get it earlier and faster than other people. But a lot of people, if you have these feelings and you've never seen anybody else have those feelings, no one else. So, like, I remember when I was in high school, I had this friend of mine, a fellow named Brian, and friends were like, this was before I transitioned, and he was a friend of mine. They're like, oh, you have a crush on Brian. You like Brian. You should ask Brian out on a date. You and Brian should go out on a date. You should go to dance. And, like, I didn't actually like Brian romantically, but everybody just made that a thing, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, because we were friends, they made it a romantic thing, and they pressured both of us to make this romantic thing. Didn't happen, by the way. Whereas there were people who were women that looking back at it now, I'm like, oh, I had a massive crush on that woman. But nobody saw that, recognized it. Nobody said, oh, you clearly have a crush on so-and-so. You should totally ask so-and-so out. Like, nobody ever said that because that was not it was not a possibility in people's minds that you could be queer, right, in high school. And I mean, back in my day, people just generally did not come out in high school at all. They didn't come out until after high school when they left and they got to a space where maybe they could find other people. But it takes people are coming out earlier now. This is a thing now. Yeah, right? And so this is part of how heterosexism works, right? People will push you into heterosexual relationships and they will interpret all of your friendly feelings with people of different sexes as romance because that's sort of the model that we're living in. And so then people get pushed into heterosexuality. And if you're heterosexual, that's fine, I suppose, unless maybe you don't want to be pushed in that particular relationship. But if you're not heterosexual, then it becomes very difficult to come into your sexuality because you have no models and nobody is amplifying it. Hey, Anio, welcome back. It's like I didn't transition until I was 29 because there were no like I knew that trans women were a thing because you saw them as murderers in movies, and those are not good models, but at least you know they exist. There was no discussion whatsoever of trans men at all. You wouldn't even know it was a possibility, that it was a thing that you could do. Like, I always felt that my body was wrong, but what can you do about it? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no option. There isn't anything that is possible, because I never saw or even heard a discussion about trans men ever. And then I saw a film that had a kind of a crypto trans man in it for like 5 minutes, and I was like, what is that? Is that a thing? And then I went to college. I found out that trans men were a thing. Didn't transition because I was at a women's college and I thought that would be rude. But the minute I graduated from that women's college, I transitioned. Like, the minute. But you don't know it's a possibility until you know it's a possibility. Do you know what I mean? Yes, we were talking about Dia trying to sort of come out, trying to work through her sexuality in this game, and how people can know who they are if they don't have language or models. It's very difficult. They told me that I had to be skinny to get a boyfriend side. They were so wrong. Of course they were wrong. Of course they were. My classmate Akarsha messaged me. I appreciate people like you and Kate who are willing to share their stories with the world. Well, I'm pretty open, although I think I'm not open like other people imagine openness to be. Like, this is trickiness about openness, because I'm open in the sense that, like, I write on trans topics, I teach on trans topics, I have done sensitivity training for the LA Sheriff's Department, I have done sensitivity training for a number of classes, organizations. I haven't done that in New England though, but I used to do a lot of sensitivity training on trans issues. I do leadership stuff. I'm all over the place. I've been on television talking about trans stuff. I was like on Entertainment Tonight like twice talking about trans stuff. So, it's not like I'm closeted about it, and I will talk to anybody about it if they want to know. But at the same time, I'm sure that there are people in my life who do not know that I'm trans because it hasn't come up. Because me being trans is part of my medical history, and I don't share with every random person my medical history. Right? So if it comes up, I'll talk about it. But if it doesn't come up, then I don't talk about it. Because, there are all sorts of people whose medical history I don't know. And if they want to tell me, they will. If they don't, they don't. So it's a funny thing. Like, it's not one of the things that, like, I'm not like, hey, my name is Trooper and I'm trans. I'm just like, my name is Trooper. I'm a human being. And then I live my life. And then sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. But that's and it's actually, this is interesting because this brought up a topic that I saw a tweet about this that was sort of tricky, because it was about somebody wanting trans people in more trans people in video games. And it was tricky because there are different kinds of trans people. Like, I could be in a video game and you may never know that I'm trans throughout the entire video game. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it's tricky. Yeah, I'm super happy with myself. I'm having a great life. I will tell you what. It is good to live your best life. And I recommend everybody live their best life in whatever way that you can. Find the things that you can do to make you happy with your life. Yep. Also, who, where, surrounding culture also determine what age folks are coming out. In the community I came out of, 0 openly gay people because, hey, ultra-Orthodox Judaism. Yep. That's how you get expelled from the community, which protects and sustains you both physically, mentally, and emotionally, and be put into a world you're just not ready for. Yep. I'm so glad I got to go to a normal, small liberal arts college where I got to learn how normal people lived. This is so true. Like, there's so many spaces where it's not really possible functionally for you to come out without losing your community, and so many people just don't, because either they can't see a life for themselves as an out person. Even these days, at a remove, I'd bet my life that there are still 0 open gay trans people. Yep. I hate to just start a conversation and bite. My wife is home now and she has dinner and also rented a movie. I hope it's a good movie. Also, say hi to your wife and say hello to her from all of the battle buddies because, say hi. I didn't know you were trans until recently. Honestly, I could have went my whole life not knowing it and it wouldn't have changed my feelings towards you. Yep. Thank you, Sal. Yeah, and right, it's just one of those things that they're just different kinds of ways of going about the universe. And, you know, I'll just say it. There are different ways to go about the universe. And so I think it's very difficult. I think that representation is tricky. It's very tricky. Hi, Sal. We're going to check our computer. So anyway, like, I totally get this. I will tell you, I didn't even know trans people existed until I got the internet at age 13. And remember, I didn't have the internet until I was born in the 70s. The internet was not really a thing until much, much later. And the internet as we know it really wasn't a thing until much later. So, right, I'm from that generation for a whole bunch of people who did not have the internet to work things out. Although, I'll tell you, I did a whole bunch of modding for some, like, trans live journal sites way back in the day, early days. Hey, Dia! Hey! What? What do you call a lesbian with long nails? Single. Dia has gone offline. Huh. BBSs were my fucking life at the time. That and Usenet. Right? I mean, like, early internet. Oh, I'm not remembering. I read Felicia Day's autobiography, and when she was talking about her early Usenet BBS internet days. You know, I will tell you what, people get all weirded out by technology, but I am glad that we have the internet. I think it's good. I mean, email, I drowned under email, so that's sad, but like, all these people, and yes, there are gross people on the internet. I'm gonna I'm gonna say this. There are gross, terrible people on the internet who bully people, and it can be a place where toxic people come together and do gross things, and their voices are amplified in ways that are not cool. But it is also a place where people find community and they meet each other. I mean, I got to meet so many wonderful people through just this Twitch community. So I'm really glad that the internet has made a place for all of us. And I'm going to fight to make sure it stays a place for all of us. I'm just glad that people like you exist in my life, Trooper. Oh, thank you, Grinny. You make me a more rounded person, and you help me see the world differently. I'll never be able to fully express my appreciation for you. Oh, hey, happy Pride Month. Big hugs. Big hugs. I got a computer in the 2000s, but it was physically from the mid-90s, so I just used BBSs and Usenet because the internet was just too much for my Windows 3.1 computer. I was lucky that I was exposed to all sorts of people from a very early age because my parents had all sorts of friends, and you never knew who would drop over. That's awesome. I was taken to my first Pride at 16 with my mom and her friends. Little cis boy was great. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I met several people from the internet when I lived in a fairly large city. They were at least trying to be decent, you know? Yeah. You also don't meet just anybody who asks, though. This is, yeah. So, you know, I think the internet can be a good place. That's what I will say. I feel like there can be. Oh, by the way, I should probably say this. Happy Pride, everybody. It is a little bit late. We're actually past the actual anniversary date. But for those of you who do not know, Pride is a celebration of the anniversary of the Stonewall riots, which happened in June, around like the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, right around there. It was like 2 or 3 days. And that happened in 1969. And it is considered the beginning of the modern gay rights movement. But of course it was Stonewall. There were things that happened before Stonewall. There was the Compton's cafeteria riots in San Francisco. There was the Black Cat riot in Los Angeles. There was another riot in Philly. Anyway, there were these riots happening all over the place. But of course, people only care about ones that happened in New York. Whatever, New York. But it's this anniversary of this particular riot that happened. And what happened, story time, what happened was it was just after Judy Garland had died. And there was this bar called the Stonewall Inn. And yes, but Pride is commemoration of an actual event, which is why it normally happens in June. But then other cities will push it off so that doesn't happen, so that you can go to multiple Prides. Let me just tell you, I've met a super creepy person on the internet when I was young and stupid, and he basically became creepy. It's so awful. That shouldn't happen. So back then, right, when it was illegal to be gay, because it was illegal to be gay until 2003, with Lawrence v. Texas, when the Supreme Court said that it is not illegal to have gay sex, you can't do that. So up until 2003, it was illegal to be gay. in the United States. But so this was back when it was still illegal. And what would happen is there would be these gay bars, and the police would regularly go and raid gay bars. They would go into the bar, they would raid people, they'd beat people up, they would walk them out in front of everybody, take the photographs of them, take them into the prison, beat them up some more. They would usually let them go, but after posting their names in the newspaper so that those people wouldn't then get fired from their jobs, their lives would be ruined. And this was a thing the police would regularly do. Most of these bars were owned by the mob, and the mob would pay off the police not to raid the bars, but every once in a while the police would then come in and raid bars anyway, to ruin people's lives. And this is a regular sort of danger. And one day, a hot day in June, the police went into this bar, the Stonewall Inn on Christopher Street, and because they wanted to, upset people. And when they walked in, this time a butch lesbian, the Stonewall Inn was a bar in New York that had a lot of trans people, street queer people, young people, queer people of color, queer trans people of color. And Stormy Lavari, who was this sort of butch lesbian sort of figure, was like, are we going to stand for this? No. And then a number of drag queens started throwing pennies at the cops. And then it started getting pretty hairy. And the cops sort of freaked out a little bit. And it sort of got this thing where the cops ended up barricading themselves inside the bar with all of these sort of queer people outside of the bar. And more of these queer people sort of showed up. And these two drag queens and trans women, they ripped up a parking meter out of the sidewalk to use it as a battering ram to break down the door to get at these cops. And these riots went on for 2 days where queer people in the neighborhood were like, we are just not going to let the police do this to us anymore. It's not right. And these riots that happened protesting the ill treatment of queer people, that was a riot started by queer and trans people of color, poor people, homeless people in this bar, is what we think of as the beginning of the modern gay rights movement. Because after Stonewall, then people started really thinking about outness as an important political point. And the next year, at the same time, right there in mid-June, there was an anniversary of the Stonewall riots. And every year after that, right around June, there would be these anniversary protest commemorations of the Stonewall riots. And in Europe, they still call it Christopher Street Day in honor of sort of these marches. And so what we know as Pride now is the annual commemoration of these riots that brought out the beginning of the queer rights movement, the modern queer rights movement. There were queer rights organizations before then, but this was a big shift in society. So that's your bit of information for today. And so you can know lots and lots of things. There's a real big difference between queer media before 1969 and queer media after 1969, because that was a big watershed moment. And that's your bit of history for today. Queer history. Next year I should really do some kind of thing for the more you know. I should really do something for Pride next year. Dia goes outside. We're gonna go back to our little queerlings here. Hey Dia, if I were an enzyme, I'd be DNA helicase so I could unzip your jeans. Dia briskly begins walking away without her. Man, you're not even trying. The optimal counterflirt would be, then I'll be your topoisomerase to help you relieve your tension. Really? I like her. Next year, yeah. Next year is the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall riots, everybody. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. 50 years, huh? I just want to point out one more time that being gay was illegal in the United States until 2003. Just want to point it out there. Also, that gay marriage was not a thing until a couple years ago, and also that it is still legal to fire people and deny them housing based on their sexual orientation. Just want to point it out. No one in their right mind would respond with that. I know, you gotta steal it for your science friends. Hey, you know I'm just kidding, right? When there's no one around to flirt with, I flirt with you, just to practice. It's not funny. In her haste to catch up with Dia, Akarsha trips over a crack in the sidewalk. Parkour! I think Akarsha has a crush on her too. The Prop 8 supporters are back at it again. Yeah. So, I mean, this is like, I teach queer history, right? Ways from state where it's totally okay to strip me of my employment and credentials as a trans person. Yep. I'm just saying, I feel like people think that, like, everything is cool now, but everything is not cool now. It's still legally not cool now. I've been thinking about maybe doing a third stream a week. I don't really have time, but it is the summer, where I just, like, teach queer stuff, because that is what I do for my job. The only problem is I teach queer music, and I would love to play all this really cool queer music for you all on the stream, but it would totally be edited out, right? It would be blocked, and that would be sad. Well, I suppose it could just be not archived. I'll think about it. It's tricky because I love teaching history through music. I love it. It's like it's my job. It's also my passion, and I would love to teach history, some queer history on the Twitch to music, but I just feel like the TOS would be like, nope. Yeah. TOS. And it would be for educational purposes, so I think it's fair use, but I think they would still mute. I think they would just mute all over the place. Because apparently, I can... Yeah. The Prop 8 supporters are back at it again. Semi-under-the-table surgeries so I can gain legal protections as a woman, paid for in cash and done while conscious. Yep, that's just a thing I did. Oh, but orkies are normally done conscious. They don't usually put you out for orkies. It's like it's not that big of a surgery. It's like, I'm just saying. Orkies are normally done awake. Defend marriage. Yes, on Prop 8. Protect the children. Gay sex is sin. Ugh. Hey, Dia. Imagine biting into a gusher the size of your hand. Dia imagines it. As someone that has studied queer history, I wonder where the modern anti-queer stuff comes from. Well, you'd have to actually go with the invention of modern sexuality in the end of the 19th century. You didn't actually have the term homosexual or heterosexual until the end of the 19th century, so you couldn't have the kind of modern discrimination against queer people until you actually have the concept of queer people as an identity rather than as an activity. So that kind of modern discrimination is modern with the invention of new identities. Before you didn't have sexual identities in that way. So it's a modern thing. I did not know that. I was told my urologist here I was awake for it, and he looked at me like I was fucking... Oh, no, I mean, everybody I know has been awake for it. Still sounds like a nightmare. Same reason I won't get eye surgery. Yeah, they keep you awake for eye surgery. Is there music old enough to be out of copyright that you could play? And marriage is overrated. So, what I would say is, yes, there is music that is out of copyright. However, all of it is before 1923 because Disney keeps extending copyright so that Mickey Mouse won't go into the public domain. Because 1923 is when Mickey Mouse was invented, basically. So they keep paying a lot of money to lobbyists to lobby Congress to keep extending copyright. So public domain, which was originally 25 years after the creation of a work, is now like some insane number of years after the death of the author. So basically, we've stopped putting things in the public domain after 1923. So I could play stuff from the 1890s up to 1923, but I can't play anything after that and have it be because it's in copyright. However, if I'm doing it for educational purposes, it really should be fair use because there is a provision under fair use for that. So I would say that it counts as fair use. However, I know that YouTube and just automatically blocks things. So, it's messed up. Let's go with cool for that gusher. Cool. I want one. Right? we're here. So yeah, I really wish I could do that. Yeah, and then Twitch would lock me down. But it's so weird though, right? Because people play streams all the time where they play copyrighted music all the time on their streams. Like every time people have the song recommendations, requests. Every time they have the song requests, those are all copyrighted songs that are being played. So I don't know how all that works. Anna Geeks was saying that it's okay to stream the music. Okay to stream it, but you just can't. It just will. But then there were those people that got locked down for that song, but then apparently that was a mistake. I don't know. Yeah. Here you have copyright. Yeah. But that's the thing. It didn't used to be 70 years after designer death. That is because of Disney. That it used to be 25 years after the creation. And actually, in England, it was 50 years after creation for a while. That's why a bunch of Elvis went into the public domain, actually recently. And then also Canada also had 50 years after creation, which is why a bunch of James Bond went into the public domain in Canada. But the United States is using its soft power to basically, and also major corporations, to force all of these countries to adopt their like insane 70 years after death of designer rules. It's crazy. Just when you said lockdown, I pulled out a locked door card from Arkham to Sleep. Arkham. Yeah, but people have all the time. People are playing song requests, and all of those are copyrighted songs. All of them. So, and also there's a. Yeah, I don't. As a musicologist who studies popular music, I have very strong feelings about the state of our copyright, and I don't like it. Don't like it. Use the locker, go to class. Let's use our locker. Dia opens her locker. Get the stuff, look in Noelle's lunchbox, look at the rosin. Ooh, sleeving. I looked at that already. The rosin's a nice amber color. It looks like you can eat it, but you can't. We're going to look in her lunchbox since apparently I eat her food all the time anyway. Dia opens the lunchbox and peers inside. There's bitter melon in Noelle's stir fry today. Dia and Noelle both hate bitter melon. Let's get our stuff. Dia hefts her books and binders into her backpack. All right, I can go to class now. Close the locker door. I'm telling you, I really want to do that. I really want to do a whole thing where I do a whole bunch of queer history through music, but I don't know. I should talk to somebody about it. TOS. I mean, I could do it without the music, but with the music, it's so great because you can hear such great music. Whatever. I'm going to work it out because I just think it would be fun. My dream, this would be my dream. If I had my dream, I could do like a one hour queer show. I would call it Queer Things, and it would happen once a week. And some sessions I would just do like an hour-long queer history thing, but would be so cool so I could then interview other queer people and just have them talk about their lives. And it would be so great if I could interview people who were their 80s, 70s, and 80s, like super, super old queer people, and have them just talk to me about their life and share what their life was like as like a, you know, what was like life for you growing up as a queer person in the 1940s, and they could just tell us stuff. I would love that. I would love to just alternate like history moments with just interviews with queer people, both young and old and everywhere in between, just talking about their lives. I would love that. Maybe I could maybe post links. I could maybe do that. But I could maybe post links. The only problem is that some of those songs are not really available. So, because some of the things I've gotten just from like, they're not necessarily available. But maybe I could make links. Gender identity in history is so fun. Sadly, I avoided it a fair bit during my degree due to not want to take such classes with the people I feared would be interested in taking them. Right? Like I would love to do that. I just think, and the thing is, I know cool people, but I would like to find more cool people that I don't know and interview them and have them tell us stuff. Like I would love to have Kate on and have her talk about her life. And I'd love to have Steph on and have her talk about her life. And I would love to have like Evie on and have her talk about her life. And I know some people who I'd love to, there's so many people I would just love for them to be on, just spend an hour talking about like how they came out and what their life is like and what it's like where they live. I would love that. That would be so cool. I'd love that. Evie, I was more thinking about people making a big thing out of the wedding and then getting divorced some years after, and also that some families expect the wedding to be a certain way, and I'm so happy for you. Oh, Dia, help me. Bonjour. Noelle smacks Akarsha really hard. Ow, how mean. Noelle hands Dia the water bottle as though nothing happened. Open the water bottle. Dia twists the plastic-sealed cap open and returns the bottle to Noelle. Thank you. Also, Vulpes, it's the living card game. Yep, it's the... oh, you've got all of it, Anil? All of it? Like, even the new Forbidden... Right? Here she is! Here she is. Even the Forbidden, the new expansion? Because that's awesome, Anil. Are you alright? You seem off. Think about that before you hit me? Not everything's about you. I was talking to Dia. Okay, Anil, you're awesome. That's all. All of it. All of it. Did you get 2 corsets or 1? 2? 2 corsets? My girlfriend and I are going to have a Halloween wedding where you can come in costumes and there will be circus folk and it's going to be officiated by Kesha. Okay, how awesome would that be? That would be amazing. Oh, 2 corsets. Wait, they did? Oh, that must be why they called me. The game store called me today, but I was running, so I couldn't answer the phone. And if they just released the new Return to the Starter set today, that must be why they called me, which means I need to go to the store to pick it up. I'm so excited. Also, Grinny, your wedding sounds so awesome. What? But there's nothing wrong with her. Are you blind? She looks like a dog who just ate a Christmas ornament. Crap, that obvious? Ooh, it comes with new storage space. Ooh. Oh, I need to go to the store to buy it. Oh, and our flower arrangements are going to be made out of pizza. Ooh, pizza flowers. Ooh, pizza flowers. I've never had a pizza flower, but I want a pizza flower. That sounds so delicious. Oh, I would eat so many pizza flowers. Are you devastated about tiger sharks again? What? Dia found a picture of what tiger sharks look like the other day and was so disappointed that she had to go lie down. I don't even know what she was expecting. Okay, I seriously doubt that's the issue right now. Dia, let me rephrase. You are secretly worried about something, and you can tell me what it is. I can't tell her that I'm... I knew it. She's becoming emo. All the warning signs were there. The black hair. We all have black hair. Dia, you know you can tell me anything, right? Yep, but still not enough space. Nope. I made a chest for mine, and I'm out of space again. Sleeve take up much room. Oh, this is true. I actually... Yeah, I have... I've got one of the artist case, and I filled it up, and I just bought a second artist case, and so now I'm gonna have all of the player cards in the artist case, and then all the adventure cards in the second case. So that'll be fine, I think. And maybe I'll use the Return of the Zealot for like travel. Like if I'm gonna travel, I could put some stuff there, maybe. If Mr. Bunny and I should ever get married with church and stuff, I'd get a black Diana Merengues dress and he a white tuxedo. My wedding was very weird and very geeky. I was still way deep in the closet, but Wagner was an anti-Semite, so we processed of the Imperial March, and our wedding cake was shaped like R2-D2, and the wedding knife had a lightsaber handle in it. Nice. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. We're almost into end of our stream, so I'm going to go get this thing, right? Don't go anywhere. I want to show you what I have. I will show you. Don't go. Don't go anywhere. 1 second. Woo! Okay, so wait. All right, so I am back, and I will show you my. Oh, really? I actually have a I have a subscription at my local game store, and I was like, give me everything for Arkham Horror, reserve it for me. So I actually have all of the novellas. Okay, so this is, let me show you. This is an artist case. Here. Whoop. This is an artist case, which artists normally use to put their art supplies in. Like it's got like little dividers and whatnot in there. I took all those out, and then Broken Token sells an insert that you can put together to put inside these artist cases. And this is what it looks like on the inside, so you can see. Okay. Oop, here, wait, hold on a second. I can make this, here, hold on. Let me make this easier. Whoop. Give me a second. Here we go. Okay, so, oops. What? Sorry, microphone. Poor microphone. I messed up my microphone a little bit. Give me a second. It's a little fuzzy right now. Woo! There we go. There we go. Okay. So, here is... here's the artist case. Woo! So here... No, this way. So here, whoop, there. You can see I've got all the cards in here. And I've got little dividers, so I've got them by the color of the inspector and the different sets. And I've got these little dividers that tell you what set you've got. So here, for example, this is Path to Carcosa Curtain Call, so I can immediately get the sets that I need. And then, also, the top part of the case, which is where you would put whatever art stuff you do, I've got all the handouts, all the inserts. So, and then I've got my bag for the business in there, and this holds a lot of cards. It would hold more cards if I had the cards vertical rather than horizontal. But if you have them vertical, then you can't put that opening. You have to take out that little open bit where I put the paperwork. So the second artist case, I got a second one because this one is basically full now, more or less, and I figured I'm going to need more later. So I got a second case, and that's going to go vertical, and I'm going to put all of the adventure stuff in that second one, and I'll keep all the investigator stuff in this one. I will not drop them. Yeah, and so there's a card organizer insert. I have 3 cases so far. One for Marvel Legendary, one for Thunderstone, and one for Sentinels in the Multiverse. Oh, wow. So it's, and here's the thing, it's so fancy, it's really nice. And it's not as expensive as you think. You get the artist case from I get them from Amazon. They're not, it's not that bad. And they get the insert from Broken Token, put it together. I am such a big nerd. So yeah, we're going to have to say so fast. And here's the thing. So I have, for my other card games, Game of Thrones, etc., I use the big boxes. Do you know the big boxes? The ones that are storage boxes for trading cards and baseball cards. Big white boxes that hold gazillions of cards. Speaking of which, I just ordered a new one. I put all my regular cards in those because for those games, when I'm not going to take all of my Game of Thrones cards somewhere. When I go to play Game of Thrones, I just bring the decks that I'm playing with, so I don't need all my other cards, so I feel like I can put them in a storage space. But with Arkham Horror, I might want to actually bring all of my cards with me because I might say, hey, let's go play a game, and then I bring all my cards with me. It's the same thing with Pathfinder. I want to bring all of my cards with me. Oh, yes, post pics of your Elder Sign box. I really want to see that. I want to see your storage solution. That is really exciting. Really exciting. I don't have any Pokemon cards. Please post your box. I want to see it. I love good storage solutions. It makes me really excited. So What are we going to do? Where was I at? Oh, yeah, no, I don't have any Pokemon. I never played Pokemon. I'm very, like, I'm so weird when it comes to cards. I'm actually weird when it comes to everything. Let's just be honest. I'm like, I do the nerdy things, but I don't do the cool nerdy things, and not because I'm avoiding the cool nerdy things, but just, like, happenstance. Oh, see, here's the thing, Aneo, if you have the artist case, you just bring it in like a briefcase. Super easy. Put all your cards in the artist case, bring it in, boom, Knight of the Zealot. Go, go, go. Although, I suppose if you get the new Return of the Knight of the Zealot, I bet you could fit everything you would need for one game night in that expanded box. Oh, Vulpes, it's true. Eyebrow waggle. Yeah, so when trading card games came out, Magic the Gathering was the first one. I was overseas at the time, and so I didn't really have access to game shops. And right after Magic the Gathering came out, Vampire the Masquerade came out, and I was playing, Jihad, Vampire the Eternal Struggle. Jihad was the first name of it, Vampire the Eternal Struggle was the second name, and I was playing a lot of Vampire with friends, and so we all decided to like order some boxes of game cards from back in the States and have them shipped over. So I played that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, people play Pokemon, right? They play Yu-Gi-Oh! They certainly do. All right, gang, here's what it is. You're getting me to go and chat with you all when really it is 9 o'clock and I should go and make dinner so I can eat dinner before Critical Role tonight. Oh my gosh. Jihad was so... Oh, Vulpes. I need to tell you something. Jihad A, so good. And... Grinny. Grinny. Yes, I do. My shirt, Olivia Newton-John, from when I saw her in concert a few years ago, and she was amazing. She was so good. She is not a young person. She is, what is it? She's probably in her 70s? Probably? Maybe she's in her 60s. But she had a hit when she was like 16 or something, like in 1966 or 64. So I think that she was born in 1950, which would make her like 68. So like I think she's in her late 60s. Her voice was brilliant, by the way. Brilliant. I love Olivia Newton-John. I'm going to see Xanadu Saturday night at midnight. Boom. For the record. Love it. Okay. I gotta go. So what I want to tell you all, what I want to say was, I was going to tell Vulpes. They're going to go and, I think they're going to go and do a new edition of Jihad. I've got some people, I know some people who are working on it. So it looks like there's going to be a new Jihad. It also looks like they're not actually going to change Jihad at all from the way it was back in the day. Just maybe clean up the templating on the cards, which I don't think is a good idea. But, nobody asked me. So, yes. Hey everybody, I'm Trooper SJP. This is the Academic Foxhole, and I stream here on Twitch at Trooper SJP. You can find the archive of all the shows on Yahoo. No, that's not right. Not Yahoo. YouTube. That's what I meant. And you can also find me at the Academic Foxhole on Twitter, where apparently I get into Twitter debates with people about stuff, apparently. But I also post some kind of RPG tip on Mondays and something I like about RPGs on Fridays, so you can find me on Twitter and see that. And you should come out and hang out with us on the Discord, because our Discord is awesome and full of awesome people. And if you haven't given me a follow, give me a follow if you want. If you don't, you don't have to. It's cool. So I will be back here in an hour, and I will be hosting Critical Role for you all, and you can all watch with me, and we can chat in our chat room and not deal with all the tens of thousands of people on the regular chat. Full part-time streamer, full-time Twitter arguer. Yeah. And otherwise, come and see me on Saturday at noon Eastern Time, where I will be continuing The Last of Us. And Thursdays, where I'll be continuing our IGF 2018 Excellence in Narrative Nominee Extravaganza. And you don't know what other things might happen on the stream. So anything is possible, my friends. take care. I'm going to go, and we had a great session today, but Evie says we have only one more session worth of butterfly soup left. Although, the way we play, one never knows. We might have two. I don't know. So, take care, everybody. Thanks for being here. It was a great stream. Y'all are wonderful. Yay. Take care. I will catch you on the flip side, everybody. Ciao.